guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the Credit Card Blueprint. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Well, today's the day we are canceling my Apple credit card. I've had this card, honestly, for about 5 years, and I've used it and I've not used it, but more importantly, I want to tell you guys why I'm getting rid of it in the new card that I'm going to be using for my daily spender. So smash that like button, subscribe, and if you guys want to learn more about credit, make sure you guys subscribe because we are nailing videos, right? We are going to be talking about how to build credit, credit card hacking, all of that good stuff. So make sure you guys subscribe because we're almost at 60 subscribers, which is incredible. But let's dive into this. So Apple announced a couple of years back of their new Apple Card, which got a lot of people like myself very, very, very excited. The hype was real. There was easy approval. It had a sleek metal card design. And honestly, I love the Apple integration where you could get a variety of different perks, which was interest-free, payments for Apple products, which was cool because I am surrounded by Apple. I got the iPhone, I got a Mac, I got, an iMac. I am an Apple guy. But honestly, I also love the 3% on daily cash. But the problem was it was only at Apple and limited partners. So like companies like Nike and stuff like that, you only could get that 3%. Everything else, you are limited to 2% if you use Apple Pay. So if you use Apple Pay, you are at that 2%. But if you swipe that card, which is what I do about 90% of the time, you drop from 3 to 1%, which is like not very good. Like 99% of credit cards offer that 1%. So this card doesn't stand out right off there. It offers poor rewards compared to other cards. So another thing is there is no travel perks. I am young. My wife and I love to travel. Using a card like the American Express Gold Card or the Capital One Venture Card or the Venture X Card, there's so many different perks ranging from great cash back to lounge access to, insurance benefits. This thing is just a piece of metal that gets me no interest on Apple products. The next thing I want to talk about is customer service. I've had mixed feelings about customer service through Goldman Sachs, and honestly, it's just kind of a frustrating experience getting a hold of them and all that stuff. I will say this though, one of the things I do like about this is how good Apple integrated it into their products. You don't have to worry about it. If someone steals your card, you can instantly change the card number. You can, get a card very easily. There's a lot of good things, but I also heard that Goldman Sachs is exiting that partnership between Apple, which I'm not a huge fan of. So it's not great, in my opinion, because there's no real long-term credit value as well as a reward value. So you're kind of losing there. So what am I switching to? So I'm going to be using the Amex Gold Card. This is one of my favorite cards, honestly, and I have it right here. So you guys can see. Let me make sure my numbers are covered. So this is my new one right here. I love it. I think this is a great card for doing a variety of different things. From dining, you get like 4 times points back. On travel, you get a bunch of points back. It's just a better experience, in my opinion. Yes, this card does have an annual fee. I'm well aware of that. But as long as I'm getting like double the reward value back, I think it's worth it for me. But something like this is a lesson learned, honestly. I fell for the Apple branding. I didn't really compare rewards. And honestly, does this mean I am going to cancel this card and call them up and say, cancel it? Well, no, because basic credit, for those of you that don't know, if you actually cancel a credit card, it doesn't look very, very good on your report. So I'm just going to put this in my drawer, maybe cut it up, never use it. Overall, this is a good a good starter card for people that are just starting out, but it's a bad reward card. So would you cancel if you were in my shoes? That's the question, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, but that's the new card that I'm using. Like, follow, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.